All right. So, in addition to the things that are in the journal, I'm showing there's an additional Stone of Good Luck, Brooch of Shielding, Sending Stones, and Periaptive Proof against Poison. And so, does everybody have what they want to be attuned to?
There's a Brooch of Shielding and Poison and Periapt.
Hello?
Hello.
I'm sorry. You got on robotic for a second, and I missed most of that.
It was that.
Right. So, in addition to the things into the magic items in the journal, we've got another Stone of Good Luck, a Brooch of Shielding, Sending Stones, and Periaptive Proof against Poison. So, you guys need to decide who wants to attune to what there, and then we can get started.
So
can I be heard now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard you. Who was that?
Brooch of Shielding. The Periapt's taken, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Whatever.
Dimgaard, can you give me access to my character?
To crack? You don't have access?
Yep, it's not actually giving me access.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Oh, okay. That's weird. All right. Yeah, now you should have it. Okay.
There we go.
Okay, so away we go. As you recover from the long trip and the events that transpired, you are well treated in the Tinglet village of Apuka, which is Tinglet for Town of Snow. It's been welcoming, if not comfortable. With resources recovered, you begin your day with a simple meal of dried meats with a group of adventurers you've come to know, and then we've got one joining us. So are you a blue dragonborn? Is that right, Crack? Are you with us, Ed? Yeah, Ed, it seems like you've fallen off again. I don't know what's going on, but we're going to have to get that fixed like immediately, or we're just going to have to set out a week with you to try until we can get.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now.
Hey,
and we need to get that fixed like now, right?
Okay.
We can't spend the first hour working on technical problems.
Oh no, I have to keep it on push to talk.
Okay. Right. So if we can't get that fixed like now,
it looks like I can't have it on all the time. I have to keep it on push to talk.
Okay. All right. So Crack is a blue dragonborn. Is that right?
No, lizard folk.
Oh, lizard folk. Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's going to be interesting. I'm not sure why the lizard folk. So the story here is there's this enclave of evil hagspawn who are kidnapping women, forcing them to have hagspawn babies, which kill them in the process. And this party has come to rectify that situation. We are in this Tinglet farming village, or fishing village right here on the coast, and we know that it's somewhere up here is where Bane Cross, that's the name of the Hagspawn village is. So we'll just start from the left. We'll have Josh tell us a little bit about Bellamere so that Ed knows what he's working with.
So, I know he's a Law Master Wizard. He's a Shadowkang from the Shadowfell. He's I guess he came here to study hag culture and sort of make a wizard enclave, sort of get all the wizards together since they're kind of persecuted.
And then Tori, Nikki, you want to tell us about Tori, just in a brief sentence or two?
Tori's a nature warden from Silva, nature warden from the Farwood, who's come out to hunt down hags to get vengeance for corrupting the Mother Tree.
And then, Evan, you want to tell us about Alan?
Sure, Alan Birkenfeld. Haven't really quite solidified his hometown. Small village, way to the north. Probably got his first job with the police or with the city guard in I want to say Tarfendum, and has since left to be kind of a wandering marshal, like lawkeeper kind of character.
And Jason, tell us about Hawks.
Hawk's Barn is a 3'2" kobold, and he appears to have an oversized rifle on his back and a pistol at his hip. He's been wandering everywhere since he just came of age, and he's just looking to do something to do.
Right. So I guess we are up here in the far northwest of Dimgaard, and it's pretty much the fringe of civilization, so it is a good place to introduce a couple of monstrous characters as party members. So you could have been from anywhere in that vicinity. Your tribe could have succumbed to some calamity, or you could have just decided to leave your lizard folk or kobold home to go adventuring. Either one of those is fine. Is there anybody who has Revivify on their spell list? No? Okay. Right. Then that is fine. So during your stay, and from the information obtained from Eraton, who was the Farlangan priest back in Odell, you realize you are likely 2 to 4 days overland travel from Bancross, which is the name of the Hagspawn Enclave. It's also reportedly the name of the Hagspawn who established it. And the villagers give you a good enough description that you think you can probably get at least close without too much trouble. It has a nasty reputation, and the Tinglets just tend to avoid it themselves. So we are in a village of about 300, mostly fishermen. Is there anything we want to do to prepare before we take off?
I have a source power that lets me forage pretty much for gooberries. That's about an hour. Scavenger.
Okay.
Just that. Okay.
I'll just talk to the townsfolk and see if they got anything else they know about what we're up against.
Well, they do see. So they come into conflict with raiders from Bancross occasionally, and that's the extent of their knowledge of them. They do have Scroll of Revivify that they were going to contribute to the cause, but no one could activate it, so that's not really going to help. They know to keep the members of their community close to home, and they are aware of the reputation that Bancross has for kidnapping and raiding, and they also know that about once a year, a large number of the population of Bancross will leave for several months to do like their spring raiding, right? So in the spring, they take off and are gone for several months, and then they will filter back in over the course of the summer to spend the winter with their enclave there. And usually they bring back loot and victims and whatnot. So that's about all they know directly about Bancross. Anything else we want to do before we take off?
What do you think?
What's that? Okay, then I guess away we go. Let's see, here it is. The frozen north is almost completely deserted. There are a few beasts and an occasional stand of evergreens that are the only thing that punctuates the landscape. However, the morning of the fourth day, when you think that you are pretty close to where Bane's Cross is supposed to be located, there does appear to be a storm breaking. And there's no appearing about it. A storm is breaking. It's moving in fast. Does they have a way to keep these air elementals from attacking us? Like, is there any reason we're not going to go into initiative is what I'm asking. Does anyone have something really weird that I don't know about? Okay. So let me get everybody over to a battle map. And we will roll initiative.
So is it the daytime at the moment?
Yes, it is. It is mid-morning. But it is not direct sunlight, by the way. We have a lot of cloud cover.
Okay.
My initiative rolls, which is great.
Oh boy, initiative time. That's fun.
So it looks like the storm has dragged in some rogue air elementals.
Initiative, what's it? Okay, it's 10. Yikes, advantage and a +5 and I still get 10.
That's a lot of elementals.
5 of us, 5 of them. Yeah, I think it's going to be all right. So this one.
How'd you get a fractional initiative?
You can set it on your character sheet. It gives you your initiative modifier afterwards, right?
Yeah. It's the gear icon on the bar.
Right, it's going to fly up and attack Tori. There it is. Uh, 22 to hit Tori.
That is going to hit.
Okay. For 14 bludgeoning.
Yeah. So after that, I'm going to use my reaction to retreat and move back 15 feet.
Okay.
And that doesn't impose opportunity attacks. So I don't know if it's going to continue chasing me.
Can you do that if your speed is reduced to 0?
Oh, no. Come on.
Yeah. He grapples you with the slam.
Yeah, grab ball. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm going to get hit the second time.
Oh, so then an 18 hits as well?
Yeah.
Okay. And then he's going to drag you back to about here and 15 feet in the air. So it is Hawks' turn. You see this air animal come in, grab Tori, drag him 15 feet into the air.
Into the air.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would like to spend 1 grit point and shoot him in the arm to get him to drop it.
He doesn't really have an anatomy. Like there's
Oh, it doesn't?
no, he's just sort of a big ball of air.
Okay, I'll just shoot him twice normally then.
Okay. Bam.
Is that it?
That will hit, yes. Their armor class 15. Okay.
And that is my turn.
And it seems like those did about half damage to him, just so you know. Velamir's turn.
How many can I hit with the chain lightning? They seem to be within range, right? Well, that might not. I don't know if since it's
Well, they
50
all
feet
have
in the
to be
air.
within 30 feet of each other, right?
Yeah.
So, let's see. Let me draw down a 30-foot circle.
Well, I'm just wondering about the one that's scrapping Tori and the one over here. Would it be too high for it to?
Yeah, you could get both of those. Like they're within 30 feet of each other.
Now the 5 foot, like squares are 5 foot cubes, so it's 5 feet across all the way. Up and down doesn't really matter.
So yeah, you could get him. You could get those two.
Oh, is it only from the first target? Doesn't it just bounce and then just keep bouncing?
Yeah,
Mine- is that
I
how
think
it
so. I
works?
think you just have to select all targets, and then they all have to be within 30 feet of each other.
Oh, okay. I misread that then.
Let me look and make sure.
Oh, fine. Yeah. 3 bolts then leap from that target to as many as 3 other targets, each of which must be within 30 feet of the first target.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So they all have to be within 30 feet of the first target. Yeah.
So you're best off hitting the third one in the line.
Yeah. So you could.
Well, it's 4 targets, so I just don't want that.
So like if you targeted this one, you could get these other 2 as well.
Yeah, but I could get 5 potentially, so I think I can just 5 all these 3.
Or yeah, you could
And
target
change
this
it
one.
to.
You can target this one and get the one who's right. Yeah, you're going to get 3 pretty much any way you go. Yeah. Yeah. If you choose this one, or this one, you're going to get 3. But I'm sorry, you're going to do what now?
Yeah, I'll 5 ball instead.
Okay.
Yeah, 5 ball. And then change it to intelligence. And add some force damage on it. I'm obviously going to get force.
I still think you're getting 2. 2 with fireball. Okay. Alright.
Not really. Can I look? Yeah, but you can't get these 3.
It's a 20-foot radius, right? That's a 20-foot radius that I've got there. I don't see any.
Alright, yeah. Yeah, those 2 are fine though.
Okay.
If it doesn't hit Tori, that is.
Yeah, you can avoid hitting Tori. So you're going to hit this one and which one?
The one to the left.
Okay. And you're changing it to intelligence, right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes.
He almost saved. Okay. So 28 and 28. Anything else from Velmer?
Oh, yeah, I'll move back and that's it.
Okay. Well, this is going to move up and attack Crack. Does a 20 hit crack?
Yes, that does hit.
Okay, for 15. And he grapples you. Pulls you up 15 feet into the air.
No, I get to make an opposed check.
Why do you get to make an opposed check? Is that some class?
To not be grappled?
It's not.
DC 30.
Yeah.
It's what it just grapples you.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just an attack rider, honestly. Right. And so we'll move up to attack Alan. And 22 to hit Alan.
First one will hit, second one will miss.
Okay, so he will grapple you and drag you back 15 feet up into the air.
Uh-oh.
Actually, that one may not do that. You could go either way. Alright, so this is just going to move up and attack Alan. I believe those both miss Alan.
Yep.
This one will slide up and attack Tori. 26 to hit Tori for 13.
Yeah.
And it is Alan's turn.
Well, this is awkward. Well, might as well try to see. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna go ham. That guy.
Okay.
Yar.
And yeah.
And yep.
Okay, so it's going to be both of those hit. So a total of 21. And that plus 6 is 27. Okay, that seems to do full damage to him. Anything else from Alan?
Nope, that ends my turn.
Tori's turn.
Okay. I am going to question, if I were to use this, would it push the air elemental or would it just go through it?
Well, they're 15 feet off the ground, so you would have to come like vertically up.
Oh wait, it shoot out. Never mind. Yeah,
but
never mind.
Let's see. But I think you could originate it, right? You could make it like originate here and come diagonally up that way. Shove them both over here. Am I reading that right?
Lines so technically originate from you.
No, this one comes out of the ground.
I mean, the point of origin is right at you.
Yeah.
It's a line coming from you.
Yeah, it's a line. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the line has to originate from you. Yeah. So
I would have to be on the ground to use this. Okay.
It's magic.
Because this says the thick branch shoot out of the ground.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
And has a range.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so you have to be on the ground to use that. Excellent.
Okay. I'm just going to attack one that is grappling me.
Well, they're both grappling you now. No, the one missed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so only one is grappling you.
Miss once and hit me the second time.
Okay, so then they are both grappling. Okay. Right, so, but this one's taking the most damage.
Yeah. Yeah, so the second one hits. That disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Is that considered magic?
Yes. Wait. Is it do we start with a +1?
No.
Okay, then no.
Okay. Okay. Anything else from Tori?
Nope.
All right, Crack's turn.
Okay. Can I technically grapple this air elemental, or is it immune to that?
No, you could grapple it. Yeah, it's not incorporeal or anything.
Alrighty.
No, I'm sorry. Actually,
Normal air
they
elementals.
can't be grappled. You're right. Yeah, they're immune to exhaustion, grapple,
Yeah.
paralyzed, petrified, poisoned,
Okay.
prone, restrained, or unconscious. Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll just do 3 attacks.
Okay. So the 1 will miss, and then we got the 19 will hit, and the 13 will miss. And yours
My attacks count as magical.
Right, yeah, because of the grit thing. Right. Anything else from the pugilist?
Yep.
Wait, why are gunslingers monks? I didn't know that. That's funny.
Okay, so that's
Nope, nothing from me.
all right. So this one drags you now. You're 60 feet into the air, and then he's going to attack. So a 20 to hit, Tori.
Yep. Both of them have.
And then crit for 24. It is Hawks' turn. So this guy now has Tori 60 feet or 50 feet in 60 feet in the air. He moved up 45 feet, so they're now 60 feet into the air. Looks bad for Tori.
So if I try to do anything, he's probably just going to fall to his death.
Either
Well,
way,
Fall
He's
to
gonna
his
fall to
unconsciousness.
10d6.
No,
It's probably not going to die outright.
66. He would take 66 falling damage from 60 feet up. But I mean, it's just a bad situation. He's grappled by a creature that can fly 90 feet. I don't know there's a better thing to do than try and get him out of there somehow.
So, Crack is being grappled by this guy, right?
Mm-hmm. The others are 15 feet
And
off
Alan is being grappled
Yep.
by him.
by him. Yeah. And you
Okay.
put the dots on them to indicate them. So the dot shows who's grappling who.
Okay. I'd like to take out my rifle. I'm going to spend 2 grit points. Oh, but, sorry. Do I get advantage from pack tactics on this guy?
Traditionally, pack tactics only works with melee weapons. Just so you know, that's a variation that we have always employed. Otherwise, you end up with lots of kobolds throwing rocks with it's a bad situation. Not necessarily you, but just kobolds in general.
Yeah.
Or thugs, or tribal warriors, or yeah.
Yeah, I see that problem.
Or hyenas with guns.
So, what is Hawks going to do?
I'm using the sharpshooter thing. I'm going to use the sharpshooter thing to do an additional 10 damage as well.
Oh
to,
boy.
to this one? Okay. So, their armor class is 15.
Take it doesn't hit.
No, not unless you have something. But do you have a second attack? Or?
Alright, I'll try to shoot again.
Okay. It's going to miss as well. It's
Alright, that's my turn.
Okay, Velamir's turn.
I will. Scorching Ray, that one?
The one who's got Tori.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we crit for 9.
Nah.
He's bloodied now. Yeah. So he's starting to. You can see gaseous streamers coming out. Looks like he's going to break up soon. Right. So this one's going to fly up to 60 feet. So Crack and that arrow melter are now at 60 feet in the air. And he will attack Crack. But I believe an 11 and a 12 both miss.
Those are both missed.
And then this one's going to fly up 45 feet into the air and attack Alan. Armor class 20 to hit Alan.
First one I'll hit.
Okay. And this one.
Now you're extra grappled.
The only thing grappling does is reduce you to 0 and allow the grappler to drag you. Yeah, there's no other effect from grappling. All right, so this one is going to attack Hawk.
Do they technically have the strength to carry us around?
Yeah.
They just carry me around. They do.
All right, so this one's going to attack Hawks. 15 and a 15, I believe, both miss Hawks, right?
Yeah, they do miss.
And this one did not like Velamir hitting him, so he's going to fly up and attack Velamir. Uh, 26 to hit Velamir.
I'll do it, yeah.
And then a 23, so 26 for 7, and then a 23 to hit Velamir.
Yeah.
Okay, and alright, and it is Alan's turn. So Velamir is now grappled by the purple.
How high up am I?
You're 60 feet in the air.
Oh boy. I'm starting to not like this. I'll try to get out. Oops. Well.
Yeah, so you escape, fall 60 feet.
Ow.
That's your falling damage. Take 23 falling damage. What else from Alan? I'm assuming you're going to stand up. Because technically you still have all your movement.
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna back off 15 feet. Move towards Velamir.
Okay. Oops, I lost one. And it is Tori's turn.
I'm going to attack the guy that's grappling me.
19 hits. Anything else from Tori?
No.
Crack's turn.
Alrighty, I'm gonna make 2 attacks against him and then attempt to break the grapple.
Okay.
Wow. This is gonna end up being a very bad night.
Well, the 17 hits. And let's see.
Even on a crit fail, I passed the save, but it's a crit fail.
I forgot to. Oh, I have to make a con save.
Why do you have to make a con save?
And Hunter's Mark.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Right. Yeah, so Hunter's Mark is gone. All right. So, and actually, so what you're trying to do there is to shove him away from you, because you can't make an escape grapple. Right? It's not a grapple attempt. You're trying to escape, and that takes a full action. But you're still better off trying to shove him away with one of your attacks. But a 14 doesn't do it. He beats that with his acrobatics check. So this one will fly up another 45 feet. So he's 105 feet in the air, and will attack Tori. $21 to hit Tori.
I'm unconscious.
Okay.
Yeah, it hits. And I'm at 0.
Okay, and at that point he will drop you, so you have a failed death save from falling. And
Would that be 2?
no, it's not a crit. It's just damage from falling.
Okay, yeah.
And then it is Hawks' turn. So, see, this one is now 105 feet in the air. He drops Tori's limp body to the ground. What will Hawks do?
I looked into the exact text of the ability that gives me proficiency in grappling, basically. It does give me double proficiency for resisting those. So I do have a plus 12 to escaping grapples.
Okay. Who
So
does-
right now, Tori's on the
The
ground.
pugilist
And he
dice?
has 1 failed death save, right?
Yeah, Tori has 1 failed death save. Yeah, he went unconscious. The
I
element
will-
have dropped him,
oh.
and then, yeah.
I'll run over here and try to stabilize him.
You just,
Do you have like a gooberries? I got 6 of them.
Oh,
So you can just feed me one.
yeah, everybody should have a couple
I'll
of
give you a
good
good berry.
Okay, so Tori is awake again. Anything else from Hawks? Oh,
I'd like to.
that's going to provoke from this one, by the way, as you move away. So you know,
Oh yeah, forgot.
How high up is he?
10 feet in the air. So
Is he
just
on the ground?
now that
No.
no, I mean he's within melee range if you're on the ground. Like the bottom of him is the top of you. So because he's a large creature, so he's just like 5 feet off above the ground, right?
Right.
So is Hawks going to do that? Just provoke to get over there? Or?
Yep.
Okay. Uh, 20 on the attack of opportunity.
Yes.
Okay, so Hawks is grappled at that point.
Also, that wouldn't heal me then if you got grappled.
Yeah.
Like,
Takes 15 points of damage and is grappled, but you still have the rest of your turn. Right? You start to move away, and he hits you, which grapples you. So you can do
Okay,
something
I'd like
different.
to shoot him twice with my revolver.
Okay.
I'll take the -5 to hit to deal 10 extra damage. Both of them.
And do you
That's a
suffer
risk.
a penalty for a ranged weapon adjacent to an enemy?
Oh, it's disadvantage too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Never mind that damage thing then.
Both of those hit. Okay. Anything else from Hawks?
No.
Hey, Vellum
Can I attempt to escape the grapple, actually?
it's an action to escape, or you can replace you can replace one of your attacks with a shove to try and shove them away. But it is a full action to attempt to escape.
I think it's a little late for that, so I'm just passing for now.
I'll chain lightning in now, since I can get 4.
Yeah.
I get the middle one, right? I can get 4.
Well, these are 60 feet off the ground. This one is 105.
Oh,
feet
which
off.
one? Oh. I was going to say I get 3.
Yeah. How can you get 3?
No, that's sure. I'll sort it. What? That's not what. So how high is Hawks then? Was he?
This guy is.
I mean, I don't know what
this,
the feet.
These two are on ground level, right? These two are on ground level.
Okay.
Do this. I'll put their elevation right after their names so you can see them.
We can't see their names though.
Oh, you can't? So I have show name plate.
Yeah, I can't either.
Huh, okay. Why can you not see that? Oh, okay. There we go. Now you should be able to.
Yeah, that's good.
And then these two are 60. And this one is 105. Okay, there we go. Does that help to visualize what's going on here?
Yeah,
Okay. So what is
that's good. I don't know. I guess I'll just fireball one in front of me. Actually, I'll Misty step out first.
okay?
And do that.
And then firebolt. Oh, okay. 16. It's not bloody. Anything else from Belner?
That's it.
Okay, so this one flies up to 105 feet. And we'll attack Crack twice. Uh, 15 I'm sure misses. 23 to hit Crack
Yep.
for 14.
So 14 damage.
14 bludgeoning. Alright, so this one will fly down 75 feet. So he's now 10 feet off the ground. But with the angle, he uses 75 feet. And he will attack Alan. But a 12 and a 10 both miss.
Alright.
This one will provoke. Does Alan have a? Alan has a short sword out, right?
Yep.
So this one will provoke from Alan.
Alright. I'll smack it, yeah. Why not? Whoops. Just the first one.
Okay. So 12 magic. And then he will attack at 55 feet in the air. He'll attack Hawks. But I believe a 15 and 11 both miss Hawks.
You do.
Right, so this one's going to slide up and attack Velimir. .22 to hit Velimir.
I'll shield.
Okay. And it will be Alan's turn.
Alright. I'm gonna run over to Tori. I'll take the opportunity attack.
Okay.
Don't get grappled.
Nope. And
Feed him a good berry.
cure ones.
Oh, cure wounds. Okay. And then it'll be Tori's turn.
So it's 1d8 plus 2. Whoops. My bad.
Well, you did not. I'm gonna attack. Okay.
Wow. Alright, you're up.
I'm gonna stand up and attack the bloodied one that knocked me unconscious.
Okay. So 40 or 23.
If it kills him, I can't attack a different target.
Okay, it's not quite going to kill him though. Almost, but not quite.
Okay.
Crack's turn.
No, it just like because he was bloodied, and I thought you were talking about it. The first one not killing him for a second.
Okay. I'll make
It wasn't magic,
3
right?
attacks, and I'm going to spend a moxie point to make 2 more.
No, not magic.
2 of them are magic, aren't they?
Hmm?
Isn't 2 of it magic?
Oh, technically the first one would be magic.
Okay, well then in that case, the second one kills him, dissipates him. He had 7 hit points left, so if the first one was magic, then that would do it. Okay, so 16 hits. We got a crit. 26 hits, so got 3 hits and then a crit.
That's a lot of attacks.
And these are all
I spent a
magic,
moxie point to make 2 more.
right? Yeah. So these are all magic, right?
Yep.
2. Okay, he's bloodied now. Hawks' turn.
I'll try to escape from the grapple.
Okay. It's a DC 13 to escape. Acrobatics or athletics, whichever's best for you.
Acrobatics. I click twice on accident.
Okay, so you are no longer grappled.
I'm falling 55 feet, though, right?
No, he had not flown up yet. Or wait, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you're right. You're right. My mistake. Yeah. Yeah. So that would be 5d6. And then what else? So 20 points of bludgeoning damage, and what else from Hawks? Other than standing up.
I will. And I land prone, correct?
Yeah, you land prone. Mm-hmm. So you can stand up for half your speed.
So I'll move over here.
Okay.
I'll take out my rifle.
Okay.
and shoot that air elemental twice.
Can you?
It consumes your action to do an escape, to make the escape DC.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that'll be it then.
Okay. This one is not grappling. Velamir's turn.
Okay. They were not being melee, but hey, what are you gonna do? I guess I'll just try and firebolt the one in front. 16? Yeah, that
Yeah,
hits.
16 hits. Anything else from Velamir?
No.
Okay, so this one's going to attack twice against Cracks. Both of those are going to miss. Then he's going to let go of Cracks, so that Cracks falls. And then he's going.
It's only 10d6.
Then he's going to take off. So he's now 195.
Roll
feet in the air.
4 ones.
And let's see. This one, I guess Velamir's the closest. We're going to fly up and attack Velamir. Uh, 23 to hit Velamir.
Yeah, 23 will do it.
Hit for 12. And then he's got 80 feet. So he's going to fly up 40 feet in the air, putting him at 50 feet in the air. So let me get some dots on here so we know who's grappling who. Alright, so this one will come flying down. It's like about 70 feet to get to Hawks. Attack Hawks. Uh, 18 to hit Hawks.
No, miss.
Okay. Alright, so this one, he actually takes off flying because so he's at 10. That's going to put him at 180. He's now 190 feet in the air. Maybe like over here somewhere. Alan's turn.
Well then, if they're all gonna run away,
Seems like if they take enough hit points, they try to run away. Yeah.
all right. Then drop my swords. Actually, drop them, not see it. Pull up my bow and shoot the one grappling Tori. Not Tori, Velamir.
Okay.
My bad. Oh, nope, that's not going to hit. And the second one will hit.
Okay.
I need to get a better mouse. Mine keeps double clicking when I don't want.
Tori's turn.
Okay. I'm going to move here, and I'm going to shoot at this one.
Oh.
I have sharpshooter, but so it's going to miss anyways.
Okay. Crack's turn. Crack is prone at the moment.
Okay, I'll spend half my movement to stand up and then come over here. He's technically within my reach, right? Because he's only 10 feet up.
Yeah. Yeah. They're not technically on the ground, but they're like in melee range. Yeah.
Okay. So, gonna make 3 attacks and spend a moxie point.
Okay, we got all but the first hit, one of them a crit. Very good. These are all magical, right?
Yep.
20 and 8 and 12 and 10. Okay. Get anything else from Crack? Hey, it is Hawks'
because I
turn.
can't grapple him.
Hawks' turn.
We're gonna disengage and run away.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Belamir's turn.
No, I'm still grappled. Okay, let's try and fireball again. 15 misses.
No, 15 is exactly what you need to hit. Yeah. They are 15.
Oh, okay.
Anything else from Belamir?
No.
Okay. This one will be 180 and 95. So this one's now 375 feet away in the air. Okay, so this one's going to fly up 45 feet. Attack Belamir twice. So a crit for 22, and then a 25 for 12.
Okay.
Then he's going to let go of Belamir. Belamir have feather fall? By chance?
No.
All right.
Always prepare Featherfall.
So Belamir takes 33 bludgeoning damage, falling to the ground.
Okay.
So I get this one will. Oh, he's bloody. All right, so this one disengages. All right, so they're all bloodied. So all they're going to do now is run. So you can take parting shots at them if you want to, but that's fine. You will get credit for having defeated them because they all run away. But I believe Belamir is unconscious, so someone needs to stuff a good berry in Belamir's mouth. And I believe we're gonna need to do a little bit of resting here, right?
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah.
Does anybody have the Arctic as a favored terrain, like as a ranger or Circle of the Land Druid, something like that?
Revised Ranger doesn't have that. They're just like, if you're traveling for an hour, treat it.
I'm sorry? You cut out there.
Revised Ranger, if you're traveling for an hour, treat it.
You say treat it and then cut out again.
Yeah.
Treat it as favored.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's actually a very good trait. That's surprisingly good in Dimgaard.
The Ranger viable? What?
Yeah. There are certain things that normally aren't that great in other campaigns that in Dimgaard turn out to be quite good. Immunity to disease is another one.
Disease immunity.
It turns out to be quite handy. Okay, so as we are, this can be before or after you finish your short rest. Doesn't matter which one. But everyone will have advantage on this because the ranger is now familiar enough with the terrain. Because the storm, as it dissipates and heads the other direction, it unleashes a blast of cold air. So everyone takes 43 or half of that, and it's a DC 16 Constitution save for half.
Oh boy.
How much damage did I just take? Oh, I didn't roll with advantage.
Yeah, everyone should have advantage because of the ranger.
Whoa!
You take 43 or 21 cold damage, and if you fail by 5 or more, so if you have an 11 or less, then you have a level of exhaustion as well. So it looks like Velimir and Tori both have a level of exhaustion.
So is this before or after the long rest? Or short rest, I mean.
It can be either one. You can decide. It's just an event that occurs. And if you want it to be before or after you spend the hit dice, that's fine. Because you might decide to spend more having suffered from it. So it occurs during the hour that you're resting at some point.
I spent all my hit die before that, and now I'm on 10 hit points for the rest of the adventure.
Do it afterwards, son.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm going to continue on with 10 hit points.
You don't get hit that much.
Just from traps all that.
I don't know.
I will see.
So, just from a metagame perspective, it doesn't take nearly as many events to get from level 12 to 13 as it does to get from 11 to 12. Okay, so...
Well, I'm... Alright.
The sudden violent storm has passed quickly, and the way... Oh, that's the way of... it has passed quickly. The way of weather in the extreme north. Things have returned to normal and cold, but suddenly there is a thunder of hooves in the evergreens. And some big hoof beasts come running your way. All right, so So it looks like there are going to be 10 of these guys. There are 5 of us, right? Yeah, there are 10 of these guys. So who has a passive perception of 16 or better or cannot be surprised? So, Velimir, you cannot be surprised, right?
I have 17.
Well, I'll start with Velimir. You cannot be. All right, so Velimir, you have a couple of choices. You can move to a safe distance, safe position where you're sure these beasts won't stampede over you.
Yeah.
Or you can try to wave off something.
There's only one option. That's that one.
Okay, so you're going to move to a safe. What about Tori? Tori has a better than 16 passive perception, right? So he can either move to a safe position, or he can wave off some of them.
I'm going to move to a safe position.
Okay, Alan, what is your passive perception? Or can you not be surprised for some reason?
16.
So you can either move to a safe location and let Hawks and Crack take the entire stampede, or you can try to wave off some of them with animal handling.
Oh boy. Actually, Rangers do have like some sort of like beast empathy thing. I could just use, but I think it's on an individual basis. I don't think how other.
I also have a passive perception of 16, by the way. This is Hawks.
What is Crack's passive perception?
12, but you said I could try and stave off some with animal handling?
No, so what's happened here is as you are completing your short rest, right, you're recovering hit points, a stampede has come rushing out of the Arctic tundra and has surprised almost everybody. Well, normally it would have surprised almost everybody. So if you have a 16 or better passive perception, or you can't be surprised, you can try to wave off some of them or move to a safe location where you know you can't be targeted. But that means that the rest of the party is going to be suffering disproportionately from this stampede, as all the attacks are going to go towards the remaining ones. There are 10 of these thundering beasts coming towards you.
I'll try to wave them off.
They're large or they're huge creatures?
What are they? They are... they're large, yeah. So, I'm sorry, what is
Okay,
Tori?
I'm perfectly fine then.
What is Tori going to do?
I'm moving away.
Okay, and what is Alan going to do?
I'll try to wave him off using something.
Okay, it's animal handling is the expected way, unless you have a different mechanic that you think would be appropriate.
All right. I was just wondering if this makes a difference. It probably doesn't, but
What is it? Oh. You'd have advantage on the check. Yeah.
all right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So a couple of them are waved off. What about Hawks? What is Hawks going to do?
He's gonna try to wave some of them off as well.
Okay. He is not able
That was
to
not
wave
supposed to
them
do with advantage.
off. Yeah, it's a 15 to wave them off, and then for every 5 you beat it, it's an additional one that gets waved off. All right, so they are going. So 10 of them are going to attack. Let's see, we got 3 of us left. All right, so we got 1 is going to attack Alan. 4 are going to attack Hawks, and then the remaining 5 are going to attack Crack. So here's the one against Alan. We're going to go to... Did I not put them in there? Let me put them.
Holy.
There you go. 1 against Alan. So 24 to hit Alan for 25.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For 25 and a DC 15 strength save or be knocked prone. So it doesn't matter if you're knocked prone because there's not going to be any more subsequent attacks against you. All right, so then we got 4 against Hawks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 21 to hit Hawks.
21 hits.
For 26. What about a 19 to hit Hawks?
That does it.
It does? Oh, okay. So 25. And then we need a DC 15 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Oh boy.
All right, so you're knocked prone, and the 22 will also hit for another 26. Stampedes are in the north are rough. So then the last one's against Crack.
Yay.
I don't think, or I guess a 25 is going to hit for 17, and then a strength saving throw. But I don't think it's going to make a difference. Even with advantage, none of the. Oh, I guess the last one could hit. Could hit if you fail the strength save.
Would it be considered a shove as being pushed down, like being knocked prone as part of this?
Yeah, they're knocking you prone. Yeah, if you have I think you would have advantage on it, right? Because you have advantage on those type of things.
I get double proficiency against it, so
okay, yeah. So
add a
double
bonus +4 to this.
Okay, so you're not chevron. So only the
And it
one
didn't
hits.
matter.
Okay. And then, so climbing down out of the tree is are Velimir and Tori. And are we gonna do anything right now? Is there anything that's going to come up within the next few minutes that we're going to do? I mean, like consume potions or anything like that?
No.
All right, who's down?
Is anyone unconscious?
That's well, David.
I don't think anyone's unconscious. Everyone's dinged up some, but I don't think anyone's unconscious. All right, so appearing.
All right.
So then rounding, looks like they're following this herd of beasts. You see some guys in hides and carrying bows and axes. And they are rushing after those beasts. Looks like they are hunters on their way. Does anyone have proficiency in history?
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I have expertise.
Okay, so you would recognize these. There is a. They're referred to as the Hagiar, but they're not really probably a single tribe. It's more just like a general nomenclature to describe a bunch of these tribes that have a similar culture, that they're really just sort of nomadic bands who travel across the northern tundras, living as nomads, usually living off of the large beast like these ones that they are pursuing now. But they hold up because they see a lizard folk, a kobold, a guy who looks like he's some sort of death, and then a walking plant. And so does anyone speak Tinglet by any chance? All right,
know there's a language in this. Nope, don't speak though.
Okay, so these guys are speaking in something unintelligible, and they seem not particularly agitated, more like curious. They don't seem to know what to make of you in their domain.
I'll sheath my weapons. There's something.
Yeah, I will too.
They're not.
Okay, so do we have a way to communicate with these guys other than like simple sign language and pantomimes and that sort of thing?
Can I do like an intelligence check or something like that?
They are not very smart. Oh wait, no, these guys are. Yeah, apparently the lead trackers are quite smart. Yeah.
They're just.
I'm gonna take out a gold piece and see like how they react to it, like if they're, yeah, basically that.
Yeah. So apparently gold is not important to them because they don't seem particularly impressed by that. But they actually, the trackers, they know Larian as well. I'm sorry. Does anyone speak Larian? For those of you who are new,
Yeah.
so there are human languages. But then Larian is like Latin was in the medieval ages. It's spoken by educated people in court, by most merchants, right? It's kind of it's the language of the religion, right? So almost anywhere you go, there's a good chance someone will know Larian. So it's the closest to a universal common language there is. Okay, so someone does know Larian. All right. Okay, so then, yeah, they're like, well, you guys seem like you are a long way from home. You do not appear to be in your familiar territory. What has brought you to the hunting grounds of the Hagiar?
Oh boy.
There's a village we're going to. That's about it.
For passing through.
What is the village you're going to? The name of the village is Bane Cross, by the way.
I did. Wasn't.
Here, I'll put it in chat.
Yeah. So I'll say that.
It says, "Oh, so your friend?"
Well, I'll ask before that. Do they know anything about Bancross?
Yeah, they know a little bit about Bancross. They avoid Bancross. Are you friends with Bancross? With the creatures who inhabit
Really, no.
Bancross?
No, we're here to kill them. I guess we'll capture them.
Yeah, the Bancross have captured
Deal with
many
them.
of their women over the years. But they're too strong for any of the Hagyar to stand up against directly. So we try to avoid them, and yeah, we don't like Bancross. We don't like the monsters that live there. They're not normal. They have some sort of.
Is there anything you can do to help us?
If we could do something against the Bancross, we would have a long time ago. The best we could do is if you're willing to lead some sort of a campaign, if you can demonstrate that you can stand up to Bancross, we might be able to get several of the Hagyar tribes together and form some sort of a unified plan. But we've never done that before. But we could take a message to our chieftain and see what he thinks of it.
Okay.
So how would we contact you? You do have sending stones.
Oh, then a sending stone.
Okay. Yeah, that'll work. So then they will head back off towards their camp, and we'll see what they can do about arranging some sort of a communion while you guys try to do something about the immediate problem of the women. And are we ready to resume our travel?
Yeah.
So we're not actually fighting these creatures
Nope.
that attacked us?
Hopefully they'll be
They
out.
are. They just went through.
Hopefully we can turn this.
They were just running away.
Hopefully we can turn this disparate group of Northmen into something that can help us eliminate Bancross entirely. But first we need to worry about the the kidnapped women. Right.
Well,
So, unfortunately, we are not familiar with these people. So, they carry a foreign pathogen on them that we are exposed to. If you're immune to disease, this is a disease effect. So, if you're immune to disease, you're immune to this.
Damn.
So, I need.
Ow.
Is anyone proficient in medicine, by the way? No? Okay.
Not I.
Okay, so then no.
Wow.
So Hawks
Oh
takes.
boy. I'll add that D4.
It was so close.
10.
But they actually make me conscious.
Got a good berry.
Alright, so
Oh, I have 3 strength now.
and, well, that was a nasty disease. Yeah.
I have 5 strength.
Yeah, we're going
I
to.
I'm very happy I didn't get affected by this.
Let's see. think we're going to make an adjustment here. We're going to change that to 1d4, which would be what a shadow's damage would be. So ignore the second die you roll there. Yeah. So, well, both of you rolled a 1 for your second die. And then here, I guess Velimir suffers a strength reduction as well. But fortunately, both of you guys are dex-based attackers. Right, so Velimir, your strength is reduced by 4 until you can... Does anybody have... we don't have a paladin in the party, do we? I don't think so. Right, so no way to cure disease either. Right. All right, so are we going to try and wait?
Wait a second.
Yeah.
I do have lesser restoration.
Oh, okay.
How many people failed it? So that's what, 3?
3. Yeah.
All right. Burns through my second level spell slots, but there we go.
All right, so everybody's strength is restored at least. Okay, and then are we going to... the Hagyar can also tell you a little bit more about Bane's Cross. It is a village, and there are envoys who trade there. The Hagyar never venture in because they are recognized, and there's a bitter feud between the Bane Cross and the Hagyar. But it is possible to present yourself in Bane Cross as potential traders of some kind if you wanted to try to infiltrate Bane's Cross, right? Or you can wait in the frontier, in the wilderness here, to try for the Hagyar to return with their conclusion. So I guess my question is:
I guess the way to far uphill.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
To be recognized.
Is there a way to what? I'm sorry.
That's just saying. I was saying we would be way too far in the north, like for us to be recognized.
Oh
right?
yeah.
That's like
right. So the question is are we going to wait in the wilderness, or are we going to try to sneak into Bane's Cross and stay at some sort of a tavern or inn there?
I think we should have Bane's Cross.
Okay. Did I not upload that map? Did not. Okay. All right. So we make our way, and we're only about 5 miles from Bane's Cross as well. That's the other thing that these guys only ventured this far because they were pursuing the Aurochs that they were coming after. Right, so we are closing on Bane's Cross. We think that we are maybe a mile or 2 from it, just judging from the fact that we're now seeing much more signs of traffic. When rounding a clutch of evergreens several feet ahead are 10 humanoids with, and they're wearing armor. Half of them are wearing chain shirts, carrying shields, and the other half are wearing leather armor and carrying daggers. And these are hag spawn. You can recognize the Fey. I mean, you don't know, I guess specifically that they are hag spawn, but they have clear Fey ancestry about them. They have heightened colors in their hair, and they're more slender than you would expect. Right? They have almost like elves or drow, right? So you can recognize, and you would guess that because of the location that they are hag spawn. So they challenge you. What are you? They speak. They speak several languages. So they challenge you first in Tinglet, which I don't think anybody knows, but then they will switch to Larian and say, "What business do you have in our territory?"
We're traders, and we're looking for a place to rest for the night.
I the guy.
I'm sorry, you were breaking up there?
I was brought in as a guide to help lead.
Well, what is it that you're trading? You don't seem to have any goods for trade. Usually, the people who come trading are either they're usually bringing women, and you don't look like you have the type of things that we normally trade for in Bane Cross.
Well, it's more my profession. I have skills that some could use.
Like, what sort of skills would those be?
Crafting and other things.
Okay, we can make a deception.
Anything to do with magic? Well, things to do with magic lenses. Sure.
We can make a deception check at that point.
Who's got the highest?
Does anyone have a
If it was
good?
you that would make it.
Is it, yeah,
I would have
it's haunted. Yeah.
9.
All right. So, tell you what, we will take you into custody and bring you before Bane Cross himself. See what he decides.
Well, we do have, like, for example, like, I have a magic scimitar. We do have things. We're not completely bare.
So you would part with a magic scimitar in order for us to.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they'll agree to that. They don't know how they will split it amongst the 10 of them. But yeah, looking the other way for a few minutes in exchange for a magic scimitar is definitely something that they would accept. So is that what we're going to do? We're going to. Which was the magic?
Yeah, Shadow Rathmore. I'll let them take it.
Oh, Shadow Rathmore. Yeah, Shadow Rathmore was the scimitar. Yeah. So yeah, that's a very amicable trade in their opinion. Okay, so let me get the map. I apologize for not having this already loaded. I thought I had. This is what the town looks like. Bane Crossing. There it is. Or Bane Cross, I should say. Yeah, this is what I say whenever I have a low upload speed here in Bartlesville. I could live in Bartlesville for a long time. I mean, like retire here if it wasn't for the slow upload. Which I know sounds funny. Someone
That's a shame.
would decide their retirement plans based on the upload speed of the town.
Well, it's like what's it called?
It's a quality of life thing. It's something I do every day. Right? Every day I'm uploading a video to.
Yeah, it's something everyone needs.
Yeah. When I first got here, you remember.
This is a nice blank map on my screen.
Yeah, it's loading. Whenever I first moved here, right, we were getting those big lags in and I couldn't even play. So, but I changed. I switched to AT&T, and they are at least sufficient enough to where I can play online. But I still, a real data intensive activity like uploading a file Just they just don't have the pipes for it.
I did for ages only on copper wires, and like the upload was like 2 megabit even.
Shoot. Then after all that, I've
Which is
uploaded
tough.
the wrong. I've uploaded the wrong. There's a guy. He does a Patreon. This is a good map. Is the reason I bring it up. And he, I support his Patreon, and I really like his maps. He's a lot better than I can do. Like I'm sure you and Josh remember Goltaz Ooze, the Abyssal's town. That was one of his maps. That's one of his maps too.
That map was really nice, or is really nice.
Well, in the meantime, I'm going to describe Bancross. So Bancross looks like it's probably resident to several hundred hag spawn. You've noticed that there are no females. They're all males. Hag spawn are they're always male, and they don't seem to take any exception to the fact that you have a lizard man, a Shatterkai, and a kobold with you. It seems like they're perfectly acceptable with monstrous races in their midst. And the only thing that was keeping you out of Baines from entering Baines Cross was the patrol which you've bribed sufficiently, And there is an inn in the middle of town, and the common room is nearly completely empty, except for it looks like probably some sort of a group of hobgoblin slavers who were probably delivered a cargo here and are just enjoying their final day in Baines Cross before heading south again. Now my roll 20.
Do you know where the
Yes.
Now the real question is the kobold wanting a piggyback ride?
If he's offered a piggyback ride, he will take the piggyback ride. Not he.
So now we have a tower of lizard.
No, he's
Standing basically 12 feet tall.
Well, the kobold's only 3 foot 2 inches.
Man, that must be a big map.
Sorry. He's considered a large creature while grappling, so I made him a lot bigger than typical.
Sorry, what was the question?
Okay, I guess that's just going to be too big. So anyway, in the middle of town there is an inn, and the common room is nearly empty, except for a couple of hobgoblins who look like they were slavers who delivered their goods. And they are about to retire to their rooms when in walks a humanoid in brightly colored clothing with pronounced spectacles. His hair is a shocking mingle of rainbow colors. And he seems completely unconcerned about the cold temperature. Seems oblivious to the cold. And he walks over to your group and says, "My name is Flix. There are those who are concerned about your activity. You have even expanded it beyond the previous concerns. So, what is it that brings you to the frozen north and this refuge from those who are outcast from normal society?"
So, who are you?
My name is Flix Petalfall.
You don't look very normal.
Well,
Where are you from?
I'm from a reflection of this realm. You probably refer to it as the Feywild, where I serve.
Ah, yes. So what's your interest then with these Hexbon?
Well, they are so I serve a particular master, and she has a favorable disposition towards these misunderstood creatures. She thinks that they hold hope, and she's gone to great efforts to free them of the constraints that they are born under, so that they can reproduce and eventually develop a culture and a society, and take their rightful place among the other creatures of this realm.
What do you think they're going about the right way of doing that?
Well,
What's so bad with it?
every new
Why
race.
should they just go back to the Feywilds? What's so bad there?
Well, they would not be welcome in the Feywild. Their parentage, right? Their ancestry makes them anathema to both sides, to both the Seelie and the Unseelie courts. But there are those who, within the Feywild, who are not a part of either of those rigid institutions, that favor a bloom of Fey throughout the cosmos, that would like to see, Fey of various kinds, or at least those with Fey ancestry, expand beyond the Feywild and get past their petty rivalries and establish a hierarchy. And we see the Hagspawn as a key part of that process. That now that they can reproduce, that they will be the progenitors of a race that will be every bit as virulent and dominant as humans or elves or dwarves of men.
So spawns, in the long run, they'll require sacrifice of humans, correct?
Well, all growth involves sacrifice. Yeah, you can't have progress without casualties along the way.
Oh, this is a permanent thing, though. This is always going to be the case, though.
Yeah, it's not casualties along the way, it's casualties at every stop.
That's what they're working. That's what it sounds like. That's what they're trying to work with. If they're capable of reproduction, then obviously then they become their own legitimate race.
That's right. Yeah. Now that they're capable of reproducing on their own, that they aren't just infertile products of hag activity, they will be able to establish a full-fledged culture. Yeah.
Wow. A culture purely of rape.
Yeah, no one has been able to figure out a way around the problem of the mother's mortality. Yeah, seems to be an excessively traumatic experience to give birth to a hag spawn. Few women survive. Yeah.
And do you need
So what exactly kills them in the process?
Well, the hag spawn fetus is hesitant to leave the comfortable environment of the mother, and so almost always it is dramatically oversized. Should probably have a gestation period of about 8 or 9 months, and instead they remain inside the mother until they just literally burst through her in some fashion. It's almost never a...
Have you tried any... Can only humans...
Yeah, so the hag spawn here in Bane Cross have tried other species with no success. So far, the only ones that they've been able to produce children with are humans. That's probably because the original hag spawn here, Bane Cross, was the product of a green hag and a human. So that the gene compatibility is close enough with humans that they can interbreed with humans, but they've had no successful responses to trying to impregnate any other species.
Have they tried, switching the genders up?
Well, all hag spawn are men. All hag spawn are male. If the result of the fertilization is a female embryo, it never comes to term. It's reabsorbed or spontaneously the pregnancy ends. Only male hag spawn are able to be carried to term.
Sounds like a bit of a catch.
I don't have any ideas then.
I know a fair bit about the Fey, but
Well, yeah. So
I just thought about cutting them open.
I guess that would be. You mean to do it like a C-section when they're, because probably the hag spawn infant is viable at 8 or 9 months and is just hesitant to be born at that point. So yeah, that might be a possibility. So it sounds like then you're not necessarily...
The biggest thing is preventing the deaths of the human.
Right. And,
well, even then, it's more about the human woman being willing. Even if they die, they get revivified.
Well, yeah, definitely the hag spawn here would prefer it if the women would survive, because as it is now, it's one woman, one hag spawn, right? They have this endless need to go out every spring and round up new captive females for their summer fertilization program. So yeah, if we can figure out a way for the women to survive so that they could be impregnated over and over again, the hag spawn would love that.
That's not really the problem we're having with it, though.
Oh boy.
Well, I just think hag spawn are just a plague on the gods. So then you got a little reverb, echo coming from your mic.
I do? Okay. What about now?
Yeah, I can't hear myself. Actually, I can.
Let me try changing it to push to talk. There we go. Okay, what about now?
Yeah, I'm not hearing anything.
Am I good?
Yeah, but when it's pushed to talk,
Say it again. I'm sorry.
when it's pushed to talk, it'll be okay.
Okay. All right. I'll just switch to push to talk then. Yeah. So your attitude is shared there, Velimir. There are lots who believe that Hagspawn are just an evil pestilence that need to be eliminated. Yeah. And I'm here to discern if that is your.
But also, isn't
Say it again.
the Paladin's goal? Wasn't forget who was the Paladin guy? I think it was Paladin. Yeah, didn't maybe just here is because the women were like unwilling. If they found willing women, because couldn't they just use like a revival spell after the person dies?
Yeah, they
Giving
probably
birth?
could if they had that available to them.
Or death ward, to stop them from dying.
Yeah, if they had that ability, yeah, that they could. So apparently they don't have that capability, or they wouldn't keep having to bring in more and more women. But my point is that I need to discern if you are amenable to the idea of a Hagspawn culture, and I will admit that it would be.
I don't think you've convinced me.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you about it. Hagspawn are violent, and many would consider them just inherently evil. And I don't see them changing their regards to the women that they capture. I don't see them deciding that, oh, well, we're going to have a more enlightened attitude and only reproduce with those who are willing it. I don't see them ever providing women with that choice. So I don't see that's going to change.
Yeah.
How about instead of kidnapping women, they could take slave women or those willing, those who are not dying. That wouldn't work, but they could take people who they could take them in for money, and if they had, say, such a revive spell.
That's how you got the research, but it's going to take a lot of. That's the promise. The end goal is going to take a lot.
I mean, if they can stop kidnapping random women and perhaps find women,
They're probably not going to do that.
I know. Give me a second. They could take okay. I understand the whole not willing part. They're violent and all that, but say taking slave women who are already pretty much sentenced for
They're
that.
outside. They're literally enslaving people.
Yeah.
No, I mean people who are already slaves.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
I get what he's trying to say. Don't make new slaves. Just deal with people who are already enslaved. The phrasing is
Doesn't make it any better.
Well, also, they have owners. I mean, unless you're saying they're going to buy them. And there's just slavery with more steps.
Yeah, it's just the same thing with more steps.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not illegal.
legal action.
Yeah, it's legal, kind of, and they end up not probably invoking other people who try and attack them and slaughter them.
Where do you think the people that are buying the slaves are getting the slaves from?
We don't talk about that.
The same place that they get the slaves from.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they're literally doing the same thing.
Oh, whatever.
Yes, but we're trying to make them pay for it.
I'm not getting
Them paying for it's not the issue.
Just kidnap high-level priests. No, revive people.
I'm not really interested in that.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't think this is very violent.
Would you rather the Pope get kidnapped or every single woman on the continent?
I'd rather kill them all.
That is a viable option-ish.
It could be.
True.
Why did you have to choose hag spawn instead of something more peaceful or anything else, maybe?
Well, them being hag spawn kind of makes it easier to decide against them. Because they're, like, semi-inherently evil.
Pretty much all of them are, but I don't think there's kind of ever been a non-evil hag spawn.
We haven't encountered any yet. We have not
just
encountered
haven't
any
met
yet.
one
No.
yet.
Yeah. I mean, they would have to change. Yeah, they would just have to completely change their way of living, and I don't think it'll ever happen. Same thing with hags.
I'd like it to happen.
It'd be awesome. Would be nice, but then
It's not realistic. Because I read that. I read that, and I need to pay the next one.
I don't get in your way.
Right, so Flix doesn't sound. It says it doesn't sound to me like you're going to be peacefully accepting of a growing hag spawn culture that we are trying to foster here.
I have no problems if that would happen. That would be fantastic. But my job.
Right, so he says you know I've got to report this to those that I answer to, right? So.
Do you have to?
Oh yeah, pretty much I have to. Yeah.
But you didn't.
or do you?
That's fine. You can. As long as you're giving us a head start, then I'll know what to expect.
Sooner or later, some king, someone with power is going to want to kill all of you.
Smart Fey.
Just a word of warning. I just say, just get away so you can.
All right, I finally got that map uploaded.
Oh boy.
So this is what the town looks like, right? And
So how much damage does beating a dude with another dude do?
Wait, what?
That's this thing you asking is in or out of character?
Out of character.
Alright.
Improvised weapon, I guess. 1d4.
this so
Yeah.
Well, technically, I'm proficient in improvised weapons.
That's what everyone is, I think.
no,
No.
you have to have an ability.
As a pugilist,
Yeah.
I get increased damage dice.
But like grappler the grappler feat gives you proficiency with improvised weapons. Is it the grappler feat? I think it's grappler.
Yeah. I thought that was errated. I'm pretty sure.
There's a monk class I know that lets you hit people with other people, and damage die is based on the size of the creature. It's equal to the hit die of the creature, but that's for a specific class.
Okay, so I finally got the map.
Well, I do 1d10 with improvised weapons and my hands.
If you look over here, this is the fertility chamber here. This is where they keep the women who are pregnant or awaiting being impregnated. This is the administrative facility. This is where the actual Bane Cross resides. And then the rest of these are like dormitories. The hag spawn live almost communally in these barracks type facilities. So we're going to let Flix leave. Is that right?
About guesstimate-wise, about how many are there?
Just from eyeballing the traffic around town, it seems like there are probably about 300 hag spawn living currently in Bane Cross. Yep.
We can take them.
But my question is, are we going to let Flix leave?
Boy.
Is he alone?
He appears there's no one with him. Yeah. If there's anyone with him, they didn't come into the common room with him.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I mean,
Well, part of walk in stealth and talk to everybody.
I probably wouldn't let him leave.
we can try it if you want. I mean, I'm not very healthy though.
Sam.
I could grab him if we want. Do we want to?
I don't mind fighting.
Tell me now. Am I grabbing the Fey and knocking him out, or trying to?
Well, we would be going to initiative and fighting at that point.
Does he expect us
Well,
to
if
attack?
we suddenly
Yeah, there's no surprise around it.
Yeah. Everyone's aware of each other. Everyone's on guard. There won't be a surprise round.
But I'm all up for that. Even at 1 health.
Okay.
Are we technically rested or no?
No.
I don't think so.
I mean, we could have taken a short rest if that will benefit anybody. But I think we're all out of hit dice, right?
I have 4 left.
I mean, I'll take a short rest for the spell slots.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah. 6.
So I guess roll for initiative? How did you roll an 8.7 for initiative?
How does this set up? So it deals with ties.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My 0.7 is my initiative modifier.
Oh boy.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
Well, okay, so
Ah, queens! These things are really cool.
yeah, they move really fast.
I've
That's why
never heard of these.
they have 120 feet moving around.
They're
That's
really
the
cool.
reason they didn't feel like they needed to come into the common room, because they can stand outside and still be fine.
You guys should just lie to him. Told him what he wanted to hear.
No, because lying is bad. We beat up random fairies, because that's a good thing to do.
They're not fairies, they're fae. There's a difference.
Plus 11 to initiative, that's stupid.
Why is that on a plus 11 dex? I don't think they do. might.
Okay. All right, so this one's going to run in and try and hit Tori.
Woohoo!
By the ways of quickly that rolled 15 after me.
That's the crit's gonna hit.
Okay, there we go. Right, so he crits you. He quits you for 13, and you are affected by the slow spell. Then it will be Flix's turn. Let's see what Flix is going to do.
You know, at least I'm not last for once. Attack of opportunity from me to him?
No, he was. That's his path. So he never was adjacent to anybody. Yeah, he was never adjacent to anybody. He avoided being adjacent to anybody.
Me too.
Okay.
Yeah. So. So rapier for 21. So rapier for 21, I'm assuming that hits, yeah?
Yeah.
And then there'll be an additional 13 from the sneak attack, so a total of 20. And then he also tries to hit you with an alchemist fire, but that will miss.
Oh, shit, action.
Alright, so this one will attack Alan there. Man, I've got some. Every now and then I get this thing on my. Every now and then I get this thing on my Roll20 where there's like this black bar that shows rolling 1d8 that I cannot get rid of. Does anyone know how to get rid of that? No, okay.
I've not seen that before.
Right. So there's a 20 hit, Alan.
Yeah.
Okay. And you are affected by the slow spell as well. Let me mark people who are slowed here.
Are any of these medium or smaller?
Yes.
I mean smaller than medium?
Yeah, the quicklings are small. Yeah.
Alrighty. They automatically fail grapple checks against me. Because I'm 2 sizes larger than them. Grapple.
This one's going to attack Hawk. Uh, 24 to hit Hawk.
Yes.
So it's going to be 8, and then you're affected by the slow spell, and then a 10 and a 9 as well. So a total of 27 against Hawks.
Alright.
And yeah, I forgot to move him out too. Okay, it is Alan's turn. What will Alan do?
Alright. Creek? Oh, oh boy. Well, how much does slow my movement speed? Does it slow my movement speed at all? Or does it? It doesn't say anything about that.
The companion says it has that, and reduces your AC by 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna copy and paste that.
Speed is halved, -2 to AC,
Oh, no.
and dexterity saving throws, and then can't use reactions.
I had a bookmark.
Alright. Smack him at least. Nope. DC 14 with advantage. Yep. No longer slowed.
All right, no longer slowed. That's good.
You've two attacks, don't you?
You only got one.
You only get one when you're
Oh,
slowed.
you really? Even if you could have more than one?
Yeah, when you're slowed, you only get one attack. Yeah, and you can't take bonus action. Right, I don't think any of those hit Velamir. And it is Velamir's turn.
I'm going to use my contingency to cast Grain Invisibility on myself.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast Disintegrate on... What's his name? I can't remember.
Flicks.
Flicks. Yeah. I'm going to make it Intelligence.
Okay, so Flicks needs a DC 17 intelligence damage roll.
Should have made it strength. Whatever.
Okay, and he appears to slip out of the way enough to where he can try that again. Okay, so he just succeeds. But does he still take damage? Does he take half damage or anything on a success?
Yeah. Why does he get a +8 on the second one?
Because if he fails an intelligence, or if he fails a saving throw other than dexterity, he can immediately retry it as a dexterity saving throw using his reaction.
That's nasty.
So how much damage does he take? Does he take half? Or
Yes.
well, he just did not like that. He did not like that. Anything else from Velamir?
No, that's it. I'll move away.
Okay. It is Tori's turn.
So if I really want to use Clearing Branch, so I'm gonna like an angle, I'm guessing, to try to get both of them.
Yeah, you can get
So,
both of them.
wall.
Yeah, you get both of them in the line.
So I throw the. Cool. Yay. I actually have to use it.
What's the
So
DC?
yeah, they need a 15.
Okay. Okay, so they both make it. Do they still take damage on a failed?
No, they only take damage if it hits a wall. And they get impaled on it.
Okay, so they both succeed. Anything else from Tori?
No.
Okay, so at the end of Tori's turn, Flix is going to attack Tori.
The DC for the slow starts to move.
Yeah, so you're no longer slowed. And a 16 misses you, right?
Thank gosh.
Okay.
Because I'm no longer slowed. Wait, what would happen first? The slow coming off or him attacking me?
Randy, your turn.
The slow. His
goes
attack.
off.
His attack comes after your turn. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, then that messes.
Does a 20 hit crack?
Yep. So what all exactly does a slow do? Because I've never run into that effect before.
Slow.
Lowers your AC by 2, only to make one attack, and you get like disadvantage. Dex checks.
You have -2 to dex saving throws. You can't use reactions. You can either use a bonus action or an action on your turn, but not both. And then it will be Crack's turn.
Alrighty. Wait, so is my mom? Because it doesn't require a bonus action to do.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
No.
Is my multi-attack still in effect?
Regardless of the
I have plain old multi-attack also.
regardless of the creature's abilities or magic items, it can't make more than one melee or ranged attack during its turn.
Alrighty.
And it is
Alrighty, so I'm gonna go over here to Flick. Alright, so I'm gonna go over here to Flick's attempt to grapple him.
okay.
Why? Why always the crit fail? This is the fourth one so far.
Okay, so he's not grappled. Anything else from Crack? I don't think so.
And now it's a wisdom?
Yes, and then a DC 14 wisdom
Nope.
saving throw to end.
DC 14 wisdom save.
Right, you are no longer slowed. And at the end of Crack's turn, he's going to, I guess, attack Tori again. Uh, 24 to hit. I'm sorry, an 18. A 20 to hit Tori.
Yeah.
Okay, for a total of 25. And it will be
Unconscious.
Tori goes unconscious. And it will be Hawks' turn.
Move over here, and I'll hold my action for if anything starts to run at me, or really just move like any quickly moves, I'll shoot it.
Okay. All right. Well, this quickling is moving. Do you want that to trigger your ready to action?
Yeah.
Okay. So your ready to action goes off. Make an attack roll against this quickly.
Okay.
Okay. And ignore the slow on this one because they only get to use that once a day. So, whoops, that's wrong. Was a 19 or an 18 hit crack?
Both do.
Okay. So, a total of 20 piercing damage to crack. And then Flix will attack.
So I can't. So they're not slowing anymore.
No, they. Yeah, what that is there is an ability to infuse a weapon with a spell that they had from a beneficial spellcaster, but once it's done, it's done. It doesn't continue. All right, so Flix is going to attack Crack.
So that's 19 more damage?
I'm sorry, I didn't have my hotkey pressed down. Yeah, 19 more against Crack. Okay, so I guess this one says, I guess we're ganging up on one now, so...
I gain 15 temporary HP.
15 temporary? Okay.
When I drop below half once per long rest, I gain 10 HP equal to my constitution plus my level.
Gotcha. Okay, it looks like 9 more to 24. And then this one will provoke from Crack as he moves away. Crack wants to take an attack of opportunity.
I'm actually going to spend a Moxie point and turn that into a grapple.
Okay. All right. And
I finally will get to grapple.
Maybe.
Oh no, I'm just saying I finally didn't crit fail on a grapple roll today.
yeah. Okay, so you're grappling that one.
Yep, and I gain access to my meat shield ability. Basically, I gain half cover against all creatures attacking me now, which is considered like a +2 AC.
Okay, so we got a 21.
I legitimately have an ability called meat shield.
Okay, so I believe a 15.
And that's a hit for 9 more damage.
Yeah.
They're not going to kill me today.
Alan's turn.
They'll kill me tomorrow.
Hey, I get to attack that guy.
Yeah,
The one who randomly provokes attack.
Okay, sure.
That it?
A 16 does hit, yes.
Alright, so he takes 12. Now it's actually my turn. Whack, crack, or Flicks, whatever his name is. Not Crack. Crack is right next to me. Crack and Flicks. 1. 2. Okay, that's 2 on Flicks. And then a bonus action. Wait, oh, crap. I didn't do, okay. Add 4 damage for the ones that, or for the first 2 that they hit.
Now, the 21...
Does a 16, basically, does a 16 hit him?
16 does not hit him, but the 21 and the 28 do.
Okay, so he takes an addition, so he takes 25 plus 4. So 29. Yeah. And the other guy took actually 16 damage. I used the. I forgot these were. I didn't use the right one, and then I have bonuses to damage against Fey.
Okay, anything else from Alan? Anything else from Alan?
That's the end. That ends my turn.
Okay, so I think all 3 of those hit.
Oh my god.
So it's 18 and 14 is 32 total.
That'd be 22.
Why is it?
This is all against me?
Really do wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, this is against Crack.
My bad.
This is against Cracks. So Cracks. Actually, yeah. So Cracks takes 32 damage. Then this one will provoke from.
How much?
This one will provoke from Alan as he moves away.
No.
It is Velamir's turn.
Okay. I will do a Scorching Ray at 5th level. So I get an extra 3. So with advantage, unless you can see through illusions or through invisibility.
Nope, he cannot.
Oh yeah, hitting with that.
The main guy, the jester.
So, question, how much damage does beating a midget with another midget do? Would it just be based off my improvised weapon damage?
Yeah, that 18 sounds pretty good. Yeah.
Okay, so that's 1d10 plus strength damage for beating midgets with midgets. I would presume it's done to both of them.
Okay, so the 14 and the 20 both miss, just so you know. And Tori needs a death save.
Because the Fey is a magical creature, does it count as a magic weapon?
An 18 now misses cracks, right?
Yeah, it takes a 19 to hit.
Okay, so 27 for 10.
I got dropped to 10 HP in the span of a single round.
Now Krax's turn.
Yay! So, I'm gonna beat a quickie with another quickie. Or quickling with another quickling.
And is that something a pugilist can do? Does a pugilist say you can do that?
I asked. I mean, I'm considered a large creature at the moment.
Okay.
And he's using it as an improvised weapon.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so the 26 will hit.
Okay, and I'm going to spend a moxie point to make two more attacks. With, two more.
That's good.
I'd have to say this is the best way to kill your enemies, is beat them with each other.
I think, yeah, so anything else from Crack?
I'm going to drop the midget, so that way it's prone.
Well, you can release the grapple, but that doesn't make him prone.
Oh, I can't drop it considering I'm using it as a weapon?
No. But I don't think it's going to matter. But
then I'll just keep it grappled.
Oh, okay. It is Hawks' turn.
Can I shoot through, like, here without any disadvantages or anything?
Well, yeah, you can move there. And
You have sharpshooter, don't you?
you can move there
yeah,
for
I do.
sure. Yeah. Yeah, you can target him without any penalty. Yeah, even if you have to move 5 feet or so to do it.
Well, no, if he has sharpshooter, he ignores half. 1/3 cover.
I forgot about that one.
So what is Hawks doing? Honestly,
I'm going to tap. So, why is this guy a dot?
because he's
He's
less than
bloody.
half hit points. He's bruised and battered and has greenish blood flowing from open wounds.
Okay, I'm going to try shooting from the fire rifle.
Okay, both of those miss.
And that's my turn.
Okay, this one will attack Crack. We got a 21 for 7. Another 21 for 7. Not. I think that puts Crack unconscious. Then Flix will attack Alan. So the 20 hit Alan.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm back. Before I die, I'm going to spend a moxie point for that third attack, I'm going to cause it to try and hit the one that I'm using as a meat shield at the moment. It has to make an attack with a roll against.
No, you're unconscious.
Against the one I've grappled.
You're unconscious after the second attack. That's 21 for 7, 21 for 7, and that puts you unconscious, right?
That is true.
And then we hit Flix hits Alan for a total of 25. And this one will attack.
Ow.
So it looks like we hit Alan once for 7.
Yep.
This one will provoke from Alan as it moves away.
Alright.
Takes 12. Okay. So moves in and attacks Alan. Does a 20 hit Alan?
Boy, those all. No, wait. No, the first two will hit. That knocks me out.
Okay. Let's see. He could not get there and still get back out. He's going to get. Need a death save from Alan.
Damn it. Okay, where can I find that saves on this? Nope. It's up to you guys. I think we can take a single one down.
Oh, I'm gonna get that one for this.
All right, so to hit Hawks, we've got a 20, and 11, and 14. Does a 20 hit? I don't think the 11 and 14 do.
20 does hit, and then
Okay.
I told you guys. Why did you make him mad?
I don't know. Velamir's turn.
Because he looks funny.
I guess I'll do another scorching ray at 5th. These rolls are really bad.
Okay.
This is wrong. There should be one more than.
Well, no, that's okay. That's okay. The
Should be
second,
+9, not +8.
the 23 hits, and then the 25. He disappears in a cloud of various colored smoke with sparkles, leaving behind no remains. Kind of like the Fey equivalent of what a fiend
Very
does.
elaborate.
And at that point, the quicklings.
Somebody could get me up. I could.
Well, no, the quicklings are going to run away. They're just there to help him. So.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I was focusing him specifically.
Yeah, so he'll be able to stabilize everyone. And now that he can't report you immediately to Bane Cross, you'll be able to safely take a long rest in the end, is the point.
Good.
Okay.
well,
I mean, it was close, but I don't know.
Just a bit. I was the only one unconscious.
I need to be tankier. I gotta ready to go into a wheel thing already. A +2 AC makes a huge difference.
I think I have the lowest AC in the party.
What is it?
17.
Said the same as fine with me. Except I get buffed against the same person if they hit me more than, and I could make it 18 for a round as a reaction.
Okay, so he actually leaves behind his spectacles, by the way. They're bound to the material plane. They can't return to him. And I thought I...
What are they?
Did I not?
Are they anything special? Or?
Yes, yeah. I thought I'd uploaded them, but apparently I didn't. All right, so let me get them up here. Yeah, give me a second.
Where did the mysterious notes and the flashcard things come from? Hearing about those.
The mysterious note is an item. It's not named.
It's so windy now.
I'll take the sword of winding if nobody else.
Where do we get it?
Yeah.
No, the sword of wounding was the sword of wounding was carried by the Dimgaard, that we didn't fight. We decided we liked the idea of him replacing the completely ineffective democratically elected monarch of Odell, so we didn't get that.
I thought that was the another one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I was thinking of both. His was a long sword of wounding. This is a different sword of wounding. We do have the short sword of wounding. Yes.
Okay.
What are the eyes of the eagle do?
They give you advantage, or they
advantage
on investigation checks, if I remember right, or they allow you to see a really long ways and advantage on perception.
That'd be really good for me.
They give you advantage on perception. That's what it is, and then you can see up to a mile, without any problem.
Can I take that? Being a monster, I can cast spells really far. That'd be useful. Yeah, exactly in mine, actually.
That's not my decision to make. You guys can distribute the magic item inventory to optimize your. I mean, it doesn't matter to me who attends to what. So.
Right.
Okay. Does anybody other than Josh want it?
Take it.
Josh will have it.
And we begin almost every session with a long rest, so you can always remix those, right? So if you want to redistribute the magic items at the beginning of any session, you can do that freely.
What does that message at the bottom? What does the only one of these can be awarded mean?
There's only
the asterisk, which is overgrowth. There's only one overgrowth.
Yeah.
As is evil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, almost all magic items are unique-ish in Dimgaard. And then I think we got everything else. Got the elementals, the Arctic Blast, the Hagyar, the Stampede. Discovered the Animosity, survived the Northern Blight, kept because they didn't raise an alert. You also avoided the Fey curse. So Arethysia is an arch Fey who's not affiliated with either of the Sealy courts in the Feywild. That's who Flix is in the service of. And apparently she likes Hagspawn. And then we will take a long rest, and I believe we should level to 13 if my math is right.
13? I thought we were all... I'm level 10.
Oh, you should be level 12, and this should take you to 13.
Oh.
I was told to be level. Oh yeah, because last session I wasn't able to go to.
Wait, we leveled up before? I came here as level 10 and didn't hear.
You get XP every session.
Yeah.
You level up. One level a session.
Yeah, this is designed to take you one level a session. This is the 12th. Technically, it's the 13th session because we had to do a rehab one session where there was a TPK. But yeah, I thought this. The only thing I saw that needed adjustment, I guess, is if you didn't have lesser restoration, that strength damage was just horrible from the disease. So I think I need to change that down to.
I thought the elementals were horrible.
Well, yeah, that's just the nature of
120 feet.
Yeah. Air elementals are just really tough. Yeah. Yeah, that's. Yeah.
So actually, I wouldn't have been unconscious because I would have had slightly more HP.
Right.
I just it's kind of annoying after the first encounter to have to spend all your hit die and then just have no resources left after just one encounter. This is my only complaint.
Yeah, that was a rough opening.
Ability score improvement.
There's the same with last session as well. The Blights Ruin does.
Yeah, now the Blights are not built into that module. That was specifically for Tori. And the actually opening encounter is probably much easier than the Blights were, the tree Blights.
Thanks, Tori.
I do a lot of damage, though.
They're bringing it back.
But I got the good berries, so...
That helps with the consent.
Yeah, it's amazing how good berries are. And the thing is, it's
when I first saw them, I was like, these are kind of garbage. When I first started, but now they're like godsends.
They're basically
Health potions.
Yeah, they're basically health potions because 2d4 plus 2 is irrelevant. 1 or 2d4 plus 2 is pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, once you get past
because you can do it down
level,
in one hit regardless.
Yeah, once you
like a level 1.
Yeah, unless you just level 1 through 3. Now the difference between 1 hit point and an average of 7 hit points is not that big. Yeah, it's still 1 hit.
Mm-hmm.
That comes up a lot in forums. People wanting to say that you need a combat healer is important in 5th edition, and except for a life cleric who's specifically built to do that with their ability to channel divinity and then use a bonus action to cast a healing word or something as well, just the whole purpose of in-combat healing. Yeah, the whole purpose of in-combat healing is to get you to the end of combat so that you can recover out of combat.
Yeah.
Okay, so
cool.
Yeah, so I would be interested in anyone. So Josh thought the air elementals were too strong. Does anybody else have any other observations? I'm not saying I necessarily disagree with that.
The air elementals are...
For the air elementals, I think it'd be fine as long as they started a little bit farther away.
Well,
I don't know.
They're going to
with the elementals. It depends on how they're run. If you play them like Voodoo and have runaway, then it's survivable. But if like you have a DM who wants them to fight to the death, then the party's screwed.
Yeah.
Did they die then? At an air element?
Yeah, air elementals die on the material
Or
plane.
did they work? Like,
No,
okay.
yeah, elementals do not revert, do not reform on their home plane. Yeah, they're vulnerable wherever they happen to be. They're not like fiends, and technically, normally Fey are as well, except Plix is specially built so that he does outside the Feywild. He reforms like a fiend would. So.
The special effects. What was that? The thing that all Fey do as well.
The what? I'm sorry?
With his reforming effects, is that all Fey do that?
No, that's what I'm saying. No,
Or is it special effect?
no, he's a special Fey, right? He directly serves an archfey, and she has protected him in that way, so that she can send him outside the Feywild with a great deal of survivability. But no, typically Feys are not that way either. They're not like fiends.
Cockroaches.
Word for a second, because I just didn't hear anything in my interview. So
Yeah, we will probably run into quotes again.
We've technically taken a long rest here now, right?
That's right. We will begin the next session with a long rest under our belt. Yes, and then decide what we're going to do about the harem. All right, we're in the middle of Bane Cross, so there are several hundred armed, experienced hag spawn around us. We're going to try to figure out how to get this harem out of their captivity and off to safety somewhere.
We could use the help of those hunters.
Right? Yeah.
Thinking like if we could attack Bane across like his place and they can free the moon at the same time, maybe a bit of a distraction. Or just create another kind of distraction.
Right? A distraction is always good. Mm-hmm. Yes. I can see.
Sweet. Now everybody here is.
Nice, I guess I'm not now. Well, I can.
There's lots of ice and snow around.
Well, don't you need like a full laboratory for that?
Yeah. Is that right? I don't know. Let me look.
By the way, how dumb are ingredients of Hexbon? Like, would they take that magic scimitar and, like, kill each other for it? Or are they smart and say, like, okay, use these days?
Well, they're not necessarily suicidal or stupid. I mean, no, I don't think you would need a special lab. You would need a safe place to cast it for,
No, you don't. You just
for 12
just
hours.
Ruby.
Yeah, you have to spend 12 hours casting it. But, yeah.
That's not bad. Maybe it's just saying, unfortunately. Well, yeah, this is long rest.
Yeah, so the village is pretty simple. The village is pretty simple. You got the leader's building is in the middle. The harem or fertility center, or whatever you want to call it, is over here. Everything else kind of supports that activity. The mill is the only exception. Everything else is kind of where the miscellaneous hag spawn and live and do their stuff. their living quarters and recreation areas, and then the inn, of course, which is where you're at. So, lots of poor dead captives buried out here. Actually, I guess that would be something of note. You will notice that that the graves of the women who have died giving birth seem to be very well cared for. Like someone has put time and effort into maintaining this graveyard.
Yeah, that sounds almost like a barrack or some kind of what's the word? Like groundskeeper.
Yeah, and with some minimal investigation, you will learn that there is there are a set of hag spawn who guard the women. Right? I mean, they rotate. They're not on duty 24 hours. They like each one is on duty for 8 hours and then off the other 16. But they always have guards with them. But other than that, there is no and then there's they have a set of patrols who patrol the surrounding area to warn them of any sort of encroaching danger, like if the Hagiar were to come in force. But except for that, there's no other organized patrol. There's no town watch or anything that. Right? It's kind of left to the hag spawn to resolve differences amongst themselves. If something gets too out of hand, then they take it to the leader. So there's no town watch to deal with. Is kind of the point there.
Yeah, that's good. I was thinking, in terms of extraction, it's like a day setup though. I don't know how much time I have. One of the options I was thinking, if I make a bunch of booths of warding, like fireballs, and then I could put one in near every single building, and then make them all blow up at once, and then there's a huge fire in the entire village.
How long does it take you to make each of those, though?
Seems to be an hour, like 10 minutes.
I think it's an hour and 200 gold pieces, if I remember right.
That's correct. It's expensive. Yeah, never mind then.
But we all just received. I think it said like we got 155 platinum a player.
150 platinum pieces.
Oh, is that how we're doing it now? That's good. It's easier than having to calculate with it.
Oh boy.
So it's 20 plat per bomb, basically.
I'm debating whether or not I should learn a spell that I'm sure a DM will hate me for if I do. Not because it's broken, although it kind of is. Because
what is it, conjure animals or something?
Conjure woodland beings.
Nah, I know.
Summon 4.
It's amazing.
It's annoying because it just makes like 8 sheep, like 16 sheep.
No.
It's really annoying.
No, woodland beings, you summon Fey. As in, like, straight up Fey. Like pixies or dryads or satyrs.
Oh, pixies. Oh.
Okay. The conjure animal spell, it's a 3rd level spell. It is extremely powerful.
And rangers don't get it. Oh, never mind, rangers do, but I didn't learn it. Conjure woodland beings is like sentient things.
I don't really like any of the conjured things. Maybe elemental, but I've never used it.
They slow things down, right? Except for conjure celestial or conjure elemental.
Actually, what level is it?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Because I could put contingent. Yeah. It's not bad.
A lot of DMs don't like them because they destroy the action economy, and they usually carry over from one encounter to the next. But there's so much environmental damage in Dimgaard that I've never had that problem. A lot of DMs don't like the conjure stuff because they carry over from one encounter to the other. But there's so much environmental damage in Dimgaard that I've never had that problem. So. I was looking at the Fey.
I think Pixies are the worst. They don't polymorph.
DC 13 polymorph times 4.
Oh, that's terrifying and amazing.
So what was it?
My buddy did the math once. If you cast as a 9th level spell, you'd have decent odds to polymorph a Tarrasque.
So all we need is like 5 people doing that to make the Tarrasque into anything, pretty much.
Basically, like if the Tarrasque has to crit fail in order to save, in order to be polymorphed. But the thing is, if you were to cast polymorph, it would be much better. And if you have all the pixies do it, and you have like 40 pixies all casting polymorph.
So maybe
Do some outcomes have all the class abilities you do?
Yeah.
Because it's literally just a copy.
It's literally just a copy with half your hit points, and whatever empty spell slots are the only things that are different from you as a person.
That's pretty cool. I can have this like a sniper.
I would just like to see a party of all wizards, and they just have to go, and everybody plays a different college or school.
No, you
have
don't
a
do that.
party of.
No, you'll go divination. And then you send up like
Someone needs. No. What you do is you have a party of all necromancers. Where you have a party of all druids, and all you do is take summoning spells. You just invade a DM's game and just be like, nature. It's here.
how many pixies can like a team with 10 people spawn? Or conjure, rather.
For Conjure Woodland Beings, it's it's a 4th level spell. You get pixies, and then an additional 4 for level up of 4th.
Is that due to the CR or just creature check?
Yeah, due to CR. You can summon 4 CR 1/4. 1 CR 1, 2 CR 1, 1 CR 2. I forget how many CR 1/2. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. It's based on CR.
So if you have like 10 people doing that, then you have, and each of them casts as a 9th level spell. How many pixies would they be?
How many would that be? Okay.
So it's 8 per person.
8 CR 1/4, which is 8 CR 1/4 for pixies. And 3 times as many with an 8th level. 24 pixies per person.
240 pixies.
Army.
I'm pretty sure the Tarrasque would be polymorphed by then.
It's eventually going to fail a save. Eventually.
Well, there's enough divination wizards, so you could just auto make it fail. As long as it loses its legendary resistance.
Yes, because it has a legendary resistance.
Yeah, well, once you make them go away, make it auto roll
Kill the Tarrasque, but it will polymorph it. Like, it's just a thought exercise.
Oh, there's a problem, isn't there? Okay, so the Tarrasque is a legendary creature, so it takes legendary action at the end of everyone's turn, right? Can't you just...
Well, it has a certain amount. It has a resource for that, so it'll have like 3.
Oh, yeah, it does.
And then, yeah.
I suspect it would be difficult to kill 10 sorcerers, though. But I memorized his legendary action, so I'm not sure about that.
It's a druid spell. You don't have to...
Oh, those druids? Oh.
Yeah. Everybody just plays a circle of the moon druid. So you have a bunch of mammoths pretty much charging a Tarrasque.
Play Animorphs, the RPG.
So is that what this next is going to be? People carrying commandments.
Oh my god. Oh, I just thought of something terrifying. An entire, a party of 10 druids. All at level 3, or 2, sorry. So the second they reach level 2, everybody starts turning into a line at the circle of the druid. Everybody has back tactics. Everybody has two attacks.
Yeah, druids are spooky